Hi everybody, it's Jay from ABBA English. Now, I bet you're thinking, why is he juggling Kiwis? Well, all will be revealed in a minute. The video for today is about 3 mistakes that you don't realise you are doing. That is basically to say 3 common mistakes that students often make when they are learning English. So, if you enjoy the video, we'd love you to subscribe below, and we'd also love you to like the video. Here's the first mistake we're going to talk about today. It's what we call the third person singular. Okay, the third person singular. Now this is when we put an S on the end of the verb, okay, to change it. So for example, if we have the verb live, for example, I live in London, then we have I live, you live, he, she or it lives. And that's one of the mistakes you often hear students make, and they don't realise they're making it. They leave out the S for he, she or it. For example, I call, we call, they call, you call, he, she or it calls. Okay, that's one of the mistakes that everybody has. Now, imagine you take the 3 irregular verbs. Those were regular verbs that we had before. We take 3 irregular verbs, the 3 most common ones, do, go, and have. So for example, I do, you do, they do, we do, he, she, or it does. Okay, so imagine if you say, he do it. Okay, I will understand, but it doesn't sound very good. It's much better if you can get that set in your mind. He does it. Okay, for example, go. I go, we go, you go, they go. He, she or it goes. Okay, and of course with have, I have, you have, he, she or it has. Okay, so how can we remember this? How can we get it fixed in our head? Well, there are many ways. It depends on you. But one way you can do is to repeat this. For example, if you're doing something, if you're doing an activity, for example, you can start repeating the activity you're doing in English. For example, if you're cooking, I cook, he, she, it cooks. Or if you're going to call someone, I call, he, she, it calls. So you're setting your mind in English while you're doing the activity and thinking of the third person singular and that S that goes on the end of regular verbs, or does, has, or goes. Okay, all right, so let's go. The second mistake that we hear a lot as teachers, articles. Definite articles the and indefinite articles a and an. Now, this is where my kiwis come into play, my fruit. So imagine if you ask me for, you say, Jay, can I have the kiwi? Now I think, which kiwi do you want? Because you're asking for a specific kiwi. That's the difference, okay? A definite article is the. You're asking for a definite article, the kiwi. So I'm thinking, which kiwi do you want? Okay, now, imagine I have a banana, an apple, and a kiwi. And you say, Jay, can I have a kiwi? Then I know which article you want because it's indefinite. A kiwi. An apple, because the first letter of the fruit starts with an A. When the consonant is an A, a vowel sound, we have an. Okay, so we have a banana, an apple. Okay, so that's often some of the mistakes that people make with articles. Okay, the definite article and the indefinite article. So again, how can we remember this? How can we remember this? Well, you have to kind of think that the is specific and and an is in general. Okay, that's one way you could perhaps get it into your mind. Even if you're juggling kiwis. I can't juggle bananas, kiwis and apples. I'm not that good. Okay, so the third mistake we have today is prepositions. Oh, I hear everybody saying prepositions. Now, prepositions are very difficult in English because there isn't much logic with prepositions. They often change. So if we take 3 prepositions today, we take in, on and at. Okay, in, on and at. 3 prepositions we have. Okay, so for example, if we're talking about transport, you can think of it like this, the prepositions that go with transport. I travel on a bus. I travel on a train, on a plane, on a boat, on a horse. But I travel in a car. Okay, so we have on for all types of travel apart from a car or a taxi, and then it's in. Okay, so maybe that's one way you can think of the prepositions for transport. It's on for all types of transport apart from a car or a taxi, and then it's in. Okay, so you get on a bus, but you get in a car. Okay, now at. Okay, at is generally used for places. For example, today I am at home. Okay, I am at home. Notice we don't say at the home or at my home. We generally just say at home. I am at home. Okay, you can be at the office. So this is one way of thinking about places. Okay, with at, you're generally at a place. Okay, you're at home, you're at the office, you're at school, you're at the hospital. Now, if we take in for places, then another way to think of this is that you're generally inside. Okay, so I am in my living room. I am at home, but in my living room. So we'd love to hear from you in the comments section below. I'd love to hear some of the mistakes that you constantly make, that you say, I'm always saying that preposition wrong, or I can never remember whether it's uncountable nouns or countable nouns. To write down and join us, comment below on some of the mistakes that you make, okay, to complement what I've explained to you today, okay? And of course, really, if you like the video, we'd love you to join us at ABBA English. We'd like you to join the ABBA Live Speaking, and there you will be able to meet other students like you. You will be able to practice, because that's what we think here at ABBA English, that practice is the key to learning a language. You can practice with other students, you can practice with native teachers. So, like the video, join us at the ABBA Live Speaking, okay? You can join us, all the descriptions below in the box, okay? And hopefully we'll see you next time for the next video, okay? Oops, I'll finish with a little juggling. Here we go. Woo! Almost. Bye guys, thanks very much.